not confused because they are stubborn. Nah, they are confused because your responses keep changing. Yes, your children are not confused because they are stubborn. Hear this today. Today you shout, tomorrow you ignore it, next time you laugh. So tell me, what exactly is your child supposed to learn? What do you want them to learn? Because one of the biggest things damaging your child right now is your unpredictability. It's not your strictness. It's not your strictness. It's not that slapping that. The thing that is damaging your child is they don't understand who you are. So your unpredictability is what then, because when your reactions keep changing, your child stops learning behavior and start learning confusion. When your unpredictably, when your systems, when your structure keeps changing, today you are laughing at what they did, tomorrow you are slapping, tomorrow you are punishing. You are wondering what's happening here. Your child stop learning behavior and start learning confusion. That is what you are teaching your child. Okay, so hello, because okay, nobody really talks about this. You might be the reason your child is struggling. You might be the reason why your child is confused. Not because you don't love them, but because your parenting is inconsistent. And inconsistency doesn't raise disciplined children. It raises anxious and uncertain ones. It raises anxious and uncertain children. So, hello everyone. You're welcome to today's conversation. My name is Ruth Ikhabomeh, and you are welcome to today's conversation. I am the founder of the Equitable Parents Hub, and today we are talking about how your unpredictability messes up your parenting. What is making your child confused? What is making your child seem like they don't know what is happening around them? It's not your strictness. It's not it is your continuous changes. Today you are here, tomorrow you are not there, tomorrow you are thinking, oh, should I be here? So all of that changes your child. So quick question, does your child know what to expect from you? Does your child know what to expect from you? Do they know that, oh, maybe you just be quiet, or you just know that, okay, you come? Or which version of you will show up today? Do they know? Because that alone, that uncertainty alone is what creates confusion in children. That uncertainty alone is what creates confusion in children. So now, the hidden danger of unpredictability. The hidden danger of unpredictability, because parenting requires you to be in a system, in a structure. So, but now, what are the dangers of unpredictability? Unpredictable parenting, why your child is confused. So because you are unpredictable today, your child is thinking, okay, today my mom is going to be calm and dad is going to be calm, and then you come and then there. So let's talk about this. What your child is not confused. Okay, they are confused because your responses keep changing. They are not confused because of your beating them or something. They are confused because you are harsh. You are harsh. So tomorrow you say, oh, you after hitting them, you now feel confused. Yes, after hitting them, after the punishment, after the slapping, after the yelling, you feel guilty, and then you start. You allow the rules. You allow those rules you have set for them to relapse, and that is unpredictability. That is unpredictable parenting. Okay, so now that is what is making your child confused. Not because today it's not like they are walking on eggshells around you. Okay, so their living is now like okay, just on survival. Meanwhile, they can thrive, they can live a happy life, but because of who you are and how you parent them, their life is just based on survival. Okay, your responses keep changing. Today you shout, tomorrow you ignore it, next time you laugh. You even laugh about it. So tell me, what exactly are you trying to do? What is your child supposed to learn? Hmm? Today you laugh about it, tomorrow you are. So tell me, what do you think your child will learn? Because when parenting is unpredictable, your children don't just learn discipline, they learn confusion. They will not learn discipline. Yes, when you are unpredictable, today you are laughing, your children makes a mistake or something happen, you say, okay, because you are feeling guilty. Okay, I've been hitting this child, I've been the kind of parent I told myself I will not become, but here, so today I don't want to do that again, and that creates confusion. Because your child is thinking, okay, this is the rule, this is the new rule, I'm not supposed to do this again, but because of guilt, you decide not to enforce that rule again because you are feeling guilty of what you have done to them. You are feeling guilty of hitting them. You are feeling guilty of being that kind of parent you told yourself, of repeating the patterns you told yourself not to repeat. Now you decide not to enforce those rules again, and that's what creates confusion. It doesn't create discipline. No, it doesn't create discipline. It creates confusion. Okay, it creates they learn confusion. But many parents think the issue is my child is not listening. My child is not, I keep talking to them. My child is stubborn. My child is difficult. But often the real issue is this: your child doesn't understand the pattern. Your child doesn't understand the pattern because children learn from what you say once. They learn from what you do consistently. Okay, it's not what you are saying repeated. Hi, Louis. Thank you for being here. So your children learn from what you do consistently, not what you are saying every time. You are saying it every time, and then you are not doing it every time. No, they will not learn from that. They learn from patterns. Your children are not learning from your lectures. They are learning from patterns. They are learning from what you do consistently, from what you say once and then you repeat it consistently. That is what your child will learn from, because your children will learn from what you do consistently. Okay, that is what your children will learn from. Now, I need us to, because now consistency is missing in many people's parenting. Yes, consistency, that word is a big word. Consistency, we don't want to be consistent. We don't want to be consistent. We just want to be, today say, I'm not your friend again. Okay, now you are my sister. I'm your best friend. All of that are rubbish. They are rubbish. So be one. Okay, stop telling your children that you are not your child's friend. You are their parent. Okay, be their parent. Be an adult. Stop becoming a child because they misbehave. Stop becoming a child because they are making mistakes, because they are learning, because they are being children. No, become the adult in their life. Be the parents that you are. Be the parents to your child, and stop switching roles. Stop telling your child, oh, I'm not your friend again. I am not your friend again. That is inconsistency. That's unpredictability. They will not be able to predict you. They will not know if, okay, mommy will come and say she's not my friend, or daddy will come and say he's not my friend. Because learn how to be consistent. Consistency is in your consistency. Your child will learn how to be patterns, how to be patterned for discipline, how to be patterned for the kind of life they are supposed to carry out eventually. Okay, so what unpredictable parenting looks like? What does unpredictable parenting looks like? Let's break it down practically, because same behavior, different reactions. Same behavior but different reactions. Day one, you shout. Day one, you are busy shouting. You are busy. In fact, you say you want to practice this equitable parenting. You don't want to be shouting. You want to be an intentional parent. Okay, you don't want to be shouting. So you are now yelling. You are now shouting. Okay, no, you told yourself that you don't want to do it. So now you now feel this one paying you. He paid you very well, so you now decide to, no, today I need to bring out. I need to be rash. I need to be very. I need to be animal. So you start shouting, and then you bring out your belt, and then you flog everybody. Everybody is crying. Oh, you at the end of the day, you feel guilty. You are sweating. You are panting because you feel triggered. That is day one. Day two, you ignore. It's because of what you did in day one. The shouting, the flogging, the yelling. You didn't say, okay, since I was not fair, and you felt guilty afterwards. So since I was not fair in day one, let me not overdo it. Let me not say this woman, is she actually my mother? This man, is he actually my father, or he went to pick me from the road? Decide that you want to ignore. Day two, that is what unpredictability looks like. That is what unpredictability looks like. Then day three, now just be listening to what predictability looks like. Day three, you now start laughing. You start laughing at that thing that you start laughing. The same thing that you flog them for. Just look at it and listen to me. The same behavior that you flog these children for is the same behavior that you ignored in day two. Then day three, now you decide to laugh. And your friends' children used to do it now. You used to watch it on skit. That is what one comedian used to do on that one skit. So you begin to laugh. So, and then your child is wondering what is happening here. Okay, what is happening here? They don't understand what is happening. So your child is left thinking, so what is actually wrong? What is actually wrong? What is actually wrong with my parent? Another example is your child interrupts you. This one I've seen it many times. I was with one parent. She was addressing, I think, a group of us. So her child came to talk to her. This woman removed her shoe and start hitting the child with the sole of her shoe. It was a pointed sole. So she was using it to hit the child. That, can't you see I'm in a meeting? Can't you see I'm in a meeting? You did not see I'm in a meeting. And so sometimes you respond kindly. Sometimes you snap. Okay? Sometimes you that same child will come tomorrow. You say, okay, and go and do it. Tomorrow, because you are overwhelmed, you use your shoe, or you use something that will make the child feel the pain. You use it on them. You use it on them because you are not predictable. Your parenting is not predictable. So now, why does this confuse children? Children need patterns to learn. They need patterns. They need consistency. They need you to be consistent. Okay, that's why you see younger children, when you change the look of your home for a young child, they start to cry because they don't understand anymore. That is how a child is. That is how a child learns. They learn through patterns. Okay, that young child is already used to a particular style, is already used to a particular look, and then everything is looking different. They start to throw tantrum because they don't understand anymore what's happening here. Okay, so that is how children learn. They learn through patterns. They need patterns to learn. Your child needs patterns to learn. So stop being unpredictable. Today you are laughing. They make a mistake, you are laughing today. Tomorrow, you don't even know what will happen. Tomorrow you now beat them. After I heard one woman say, I was trying to do this parenting something, but then I couldn't hold it anymore. I flogged the four of them. I flogged them. Even when I finished flogging them, myself, I knew. So you are very unpredictable today. You are hitting everybody. You are slapping everybody. You just raise up your hand. You have landed your child slap as if it's your enemy. So, but your child needs person to learn. So today, the same behavior. Tomorrow they will do it, and then you are saying, "Oh, somebody, I've watched a skit where somebody did that thing, and it was very funny, really. So it's funny today, but that day, why did you beat me over the same issue?" So that is making you confused. Is what makes your child confused, because when it's confusion, they can't predict consequences. They can't predict what will happen. And in this world, in this life, all actions have consequences. All actions have consequences. Okay? So that is what your parenting should be teaching your child. Your parenting should be teaching them structure, systems. Okay? Not that you are ignoring on the same issue. So your child cannot learn and predict consequences. They don't understand. They cannot understand even the expectation. What are they supposed to expect from you? They feel emotionally unsafe. Okay? And confusion shows up as behavioral problems. That confusion is what now shows up eventually as behavioral problem. It shows up as behavior. Please stay to the end of this class. Yesterday, there was a viral video that a woman created. So people were having a conversation about it. They said, it's the only YouTube that knows people that watch it, because many people will just view and leave. They'll just come view and leave. So many people not ask, you mean that all the counting did not matter? They say yes. Go back and watch it. Go back and sit down with the movie. So YouTube will count the viewing you did and left. So, but did you actually stay for the class? Did you actually stay to understand what this class is about? So that video now, people just came, view and left. That is also unpredictability. Yes. So your child learns problems. They learn it creates behavioral problem for your child. It shows up as behavioral problems for your child. So they may learn test boundaries more. Okay, act out, become anxious, or stop taking instructions. They will stop taking your instructions seriously, because then they don't understand you. They don't understand you. Okay, all the today, tomorrow, next tomorrow differences, they are not sure of who they are living with. Okay, they will keep having behavioral issues. They will keep doing the things that you don't want them to do because you are not consistent. You are not consistent. Today you are here, tomorrow you are there, tomorrow you are in another spot. You are not consistent with your expectation. They cannot consistently expect an action from you. It's always change. It's always reading. It's always changing. Your consequences are always changing. Become confused. Okay, they just keep doing what is easy for them. Meanwhile, they are supposed to be able to live on a structure. They are supposed to hold themselves to a pattern. So that is what you are supposed to be giving them. Give them patterns. Give them consistent patterns. That is what you are supposed to give your child. Consistent patterns, because there's a hidden emotional impact. Yes, that your inconsistency, that your unpredictability brings an emotional impact. It brings emotional impact. So that is why you should be very intentional about your parenting. That is why you should parenting is by design, and not just parenting is something you do by design, not something that you do by default or by accident. You just pikin wey go become pikin wey wan spoil go spoil. It's not true. It's not true. No child came to be spoiled. All your children came to be modeled. Yes, all your children can become. All your children are relevant relevant in the blueprint of God. They are all relevant. Okay, so now there's a hidden emotional impact that your inconsistency breeds. Okay, so now unpredictability doesn't just affect behavior; it affects even their emotions. It affects even their emotions. Your child starts wondering. They start thinking, oh, what is now the problem? Will I get shouted at today? And that is not a good place to be. That is not a good place to be. Your child start wondering, will I get shouted at today? Will my parents listen to when I want to tell them or will they ignore me? Or will they ignore me? So today you are neglectful, tomorrow you are rising to the occasion, next tomorrow you are laughing at the occasion. The same pattern, the same behavior. So, and these are emotional gaps, emotional impact. Okay, that uncertainty creates anxiety, it creates insecurity, it creates emotional distance. It creates emotional distance. That uncertainty, they cannot predict you. You're not unpredictable. So that is not a good place to be. You have to take your parenting seriously. So stop. Okay, you heard that and this thing is not good. Oh, there's one woman that is one equitable parenting coach that is sitting down talking. Okay, you want to practice it today. Today you want to do it, and then you are not seeing that there's another person. There's a child at the other side that you are supposed to be accountable to. Your parenting is supposed to be accountable to how you are treating them. So you are just swaying in between everything. Today you are laughing, tomorrow you are hitting, you are slapping, you are beating everybody. Everybody is crying. So that is not consistent parenting. So today I'm employing you to become a consistent parent, to become consistency equals safety. Is in your consistency that your child will feel safe. Is in your consistency that breeds safety. When you are not consistent, they are not sure. They are wondering, who is this? Who am I? Are you sure this is my parents? So, but when you are consistent, your child, all children wants to be disciplined. Yes. So don't be thinking, oh, my children just want to be handed. They just want tablets. They just want me to give them phone. No, they want a consistent life. They want a predictable you. So stop thinking, your children, they really want to be disciplined. They want a disciplined life. So stop being an unpredictable parent. Today you're handing them phone. Tomorrow you are shouting, drop the phone. Hey, keep the phone, drop my phone. You want to break my phone again. The same you that gave them your phone the other day. The same you that went to the market and bought them tablets is the same you that is now telling them not to touch the phone. So be predictable, okay? Because that equals safety. In your predictability is where your child feel safe. Is where they feel safe. Okay? So now how will affect, even this affects you as a parent. Yes, it doesn't just affect your child. So that is why this our program is not about your children. It's not about your child. No, it goes far beyond your child. It even affects you, the parent. Yes, your unpredictability as a parent even affects you, the parent. You start feeling frustrated. You start feeling frustrated. You start feeling guilty. Okay, overwhelmed, like your child is not improving. Your child is not improving. They cannot improve because they are not sure. They are not sure that thing you want, that goal you have in mind, you want your child to achieve. They are not sure about it. So, but here's the truth: your child is not confused. Your child is not the problem. Your child is not learning. Okay, they are responding. Your child is not the problem. They are not confused, but they are responding. They are only your actions are like a call, and they are responding to that call. Your actions are like a call, and they are responding to it. They are responding to inconsistent signals. Inconsistent signals. Today you are telling them, "Oh, calm down. Oh, do." Tomorrow, the same you is busy slapping them. I just told us of the story of the parents that the same parent that her own children will come and tell her, "Mommy, oh, and the mommy, I have something to tell you." She will go and do it, and she will continue what she's doing. The same parent, her child came to talk to her, and she removed the sole of her feet and was hitting the child. So your child will keep responding to your inconsistent signals. They will keep responding to your inconsistent signals. Now, there's a shift for you, okay? From unpredictable parenting to consistent parenting. There's a shift for you to make after this class, after you listen to this class. From unpredictable parenting to consistent parenting. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. It means stability. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. It means stability. That is the first place about your predictability. Okay, predictability is consistency. Being consistent in your parenting. That is where your parenting. That is where your predictability lies. It means being consistent. Okay, it means being stable in your response. Being stable in your response. Not that today you are flogging everybody. Tomorrow you are quiet. You are ignoring. You are neglecting. You are neglecting the same action. Next tomorrow you are laughing. That is not stability. You're erratic. You're all over the place. Hey, everybody. Hey. So that is how we talk. That is how we behave. Hey. There's so much chaos, so much drama around the home. You see, that is how we talk. Oh, that is how we behave here. Oh. So that creates frustration. It creates overwhelm. It creates burnout for you. Okay, because that same behavior, that same guidance. Example, instead of stop that today and ignoring it tomorrow. Okay, say consistently, we don't speak that way. That is why you should join the Steward Tribers. Okay, that is why you should join the Steward Tribers program. In fact, we have two. After our launch last week, my team and I came up because many people were complaining that the notice was too short, so they wish we have a shorter one. So we have a 3-month plan, a crash plan for 3 months, and it's just for 40,000 naira. So that one will be starting on the 1st of July. Okay, that will be starting on the 1st of July. So, and I really want us to do this parenting thing because it requires intention. It requires a lot. Parenting requires a lot. You are dealing with the lives of other people. So that is why you need to learn parenting. Parenting is not something that just falls on you. No, it doesn't just fall on you. It doesn't fall on you because you are a professional. It doesn't fall on you because you are exposed, you are educated, you are really no. I've heard stories of students of professors. There was one that you should know, you should even know that story of that guy that changed to a woman, that changed to a girl, and he got admission into the university, and then he said he doesn't want to live with boys again. He wants to live with girls, that he feels he's a girl. And this is a child, his mother and his father, they are professors. So it's not about your education. Your education does not automatically translate into you becoming a steward to the destiny of your child. Your education, your exposure, your learning, your schooling will not automatically translate into the stewarding the destinies of your children. It requires a lot. That is why you need to learn parenting. That is why you need to be intentional about parenting. If not, you will keep causing problems. You will keep causing problems. I just told us of two professors, professor parents, professor mother and professor father. Yet they raised a child that there is a mess. There is a mess. So, but you that you are here today watching me, listening to me, I know you can do better. I know you want to do better. And I believe in you. That is why you are here. I believe in you with so much conviction. So I met somebody yesterday. The person was asking me that you are a lawyer, why are you doing parenting? What is the correlation between lawyer and parenting? Is he a husband? I said, no, it's a passion for me. It is a pain point for me, okay? It's a pain point because many way children are being raised, okay? You try to teach them, but they go back home and the trauma continues. So, but let's go to the root. The root cause are the parents. So, but you can generate good fruit as parents. Yes, you can become good. You can become good roots. You can become good roots because parenting is legacy. Parenting is not sprint. Parenting is marathon. Parenting is not something that you do one off. Oh, you are just raising this child. It doesn't end with that child. Parenting, it goes beyond this you. Parenting is seed time. Parenting is seed time. Parenting is you being mindful of legacy. Being mindful that it is not just about today. It's not about this moment. Okay? So now, instead of being unpredictable, you teach your children. We don't speak that way. Okay? Try again respectfully. You tell them, try again respectfully. Instead of them, you just allow them, oh, just today you are just okay. You told me like that. You will not be laughing. Oh, tomorrow you now, who talks like that in this? Who talks like that? So all of that creates confusion. All of that, you tell your children you are the president of Nigeria. The president will not happen. So you have to be intentional about raising that president. That child you want to become president, you have to be intentional about it. Go and get skills. Parenting is an art. Go and get trained. Go and get trained on this role. Go and get trained for this job, because you will keep creating a mess. You tell the child, okay, I want you to become a governor. You are going to become the. But then, what are you doing in your parenting? How are you parenting the governor? How are you parenting the president? How are you parenting them? It's not by reading books. I just said it now. It's not by going to school. It's not by being educated. It's not by being a professional. No, you can be a professional and still make a mess. You can still read books. Parenting is not something that is meant to be done on autopilot. You cannot do parenting on autopilot. Parenting is meant to be done in a community, in a curated system. Parenting is a learned skill. Okay? So now, instead of being unpredictable, today you are beating your child. And I've said it on this platform, and I will keep saying it. Stop hitting your children. They are not animals. Stop hitting your children. Come and join this system. Come and learn. Come and learn the better way to do it. Yes, you can raise responsible children. You don't have to hit them to raise responsible children. Okay? It is a practical system that works. It works. Okay? I've been on this parenting journey. I've seen parenting systems that work, and I know that it works. That is why I am passionate about it. Okay? Now, practical steps to become consistent. Practical steps to become consistent. I've just said that consistency is where your parenting lies. Predictability is where your parenting. Stability is where that your intentional, your real, your equitable parenting lies. Equitable parenting. Parenting the child you have. You hear some people say, you have a girl child, which is a boy. Hey, it's the child that you have, you parent now. Or will you go and parent, which you go and carry another person's child and be parenting? It's the one you have, it's the one in your house. It's that one that is in your house that you parent. Okay? It's that one that you parent. Parent the child that you have. So now, how can the practical ways for you to be a consistent parent? Practical ways for you to be a consistent parent. Number one, decide your core rules. Decide your core rules, your core values. As a family, decide your core values. These are the things you get to learn in the Steward tribe. I told you that my team and I came up with a plan for people that complain that 1 year is too long, and we have another plan, because you must learn this thing. You must enough of all those trauma passing patterns, passing unhealthy patterns, passing dysfunctional patterns. Enough of them. We can do better. We can be good roots. Instead of traumatizing these children, and then the children go out there, they are trying to get better, and they come back to you and you keep traumatizing them. You traumatize them over and over again. So now the first way is to create your family values, create your rules. That is a way to start from. Respect, responsibility. So use the same language repeatedly. Not today you are using, you are just talking anyhow. Hey, you are being sarcastic. Yeah, you say it's sarcasm. So that's why I say that your exposure, your education is not enough for you to get parenting. So stop thinking parenting is just common sense. Parenting is not common sense. Yes, parenting is not common sense. I was telling people about the father that was telling his children that I want people to be good children. So anywhere you go to that they are behaving, any well-behaved children, copy them. Hey? That was very cringe and scary. It was cringe and scary. How do you tell your child to copy people? You can't be copying people. So and it doesn't land well. So you don't copy people. You don't send your child to copy people. Your children are innocent and naive. They should not give their time to copying anybody at all. Their time is not meant to copy anyone. Their time is meant for you to guide them. You, their parents, you are meant to guide them. You are meant to guide them. So that is why you use the same language repeatedly, because children learn through repetition. Like I said, children learn from patterns. Patterns, not the one that today you just bring out koboko. You remove your belt, everybody's crying. Hey, mommy, oh, the four of your children, everybody's on the floor. You just flog everybody, but the one that is involved, the one that is not involved in what you have, you flog everybody. When you now finish, you now be you just finish shouting. I've told myself not to shout again. I've affirmed that I've prayed about it. I've told the Holy Spirit to help me. The Holy Spirit have helped you. That is why the Holy Spirit brought us in front of you. That is why the Holy Spirit brought us in front of you. Brought the Equitable Parents Hub in front of you and wants to make you a steward to that destiny, steward to the destinies of your children. That is why the Holy Spirit brought us here. So use the same language repeatedly, because your children learn through patterns. They learn through what you do consistently, not what you are doing today. You are laughing, tomorrow you are hitting, tomorrow you are ignoring, you are neglectful. Meanwhile, your children expect you to guide them, but you go to the market and buy them gadgets. Let the tablet be babysitting them. Let it be guiding them. Let that tablet be teaching them. Meanwhile, you are there. You are supposed to be a guide for your children. That is why you should come to the Steward tribe and learn. So I told you that we have Steward Tribers Accelerator. It's a 3-month course that is starting on the 1st of July. So stop doing parenting in autopilot. Stop doing parenting with the patterns you picked from your parents. Patterns, you cannot tell your child sorry. The thing will be heavy in your mouth. How can I tell you sorry? You self, you cause, is it not you that caused it? If it's not, if it was not, if you had not done anything, I wouldn't have even reacted that way. So that is not parent. That is not effective parenting. That is not parenting. That is not designed parenting. So use the same language, because your child will learn through repetition. They learn through patterns. So regulate yourself first, because your emotions should not control your response. Regulate yourself first, because your emotions should not control your response. Your regulation, your emotions is not what should control your response. Your response should come from a stable place. Your response should come from a stable mindset. Should come from a stable mind. That is where your response should come from. So, but when you are not regulated, you are shouting, hey, you mean you did that? You are slapping your child as if they're animals. You are beating your children as if they're animals. So that is not, you are not regulated at all. So you have to be able to regulate yourself. Regulate yourself first. Your emotions should not control your response. It's not easy, but you have to put yourself in that spot. That is why you should join the Steward Tribals Accelerator, because that is the latest one coming up now. Accelerator is a 3-month course that is starting on the 1st of July. Okay? It's starting on the 1st of July. So tell us how you can, ask us how you can join us, okay? Ask how you can join that program, because the program is here. We are all out to help parents, to give you practical ways to stop passing on dysfunctional parenting, to stop passing on patterns that are not relevant to that child you want to raise. Another thing you should do to be consistent, to correct calmly and consistently. Correct calmly and consistently, not louder. Correct calmly and consistently. Okay? Not harsher, just consistent. Correct your child calmly, not harsher, not okay. I've been telling you, I've told you this over and over again. I've mentioned it. In fact, I think I've said this over 20 times. Oh, I've been saying it. Correct calmly and consistently. Okay? Correct your children calmly and consistently. Let your child know, let your child understand your message. So that is why you need to regulate yourself first. Let your child understand the message you are trying to pass to them. Let them understand what you are trying to say, and don't be inconsistent. Now, ask yourself this question. Does the child know what? Ask yourself. I'm not saying you answer me. Ask yourself, do your child know what they expect from you today? Like after your work now, or after wherever you are now, will your child know what you are, what you will do? Can they predict you? So be honest. Do you respond quite differently to the same behavior? Do you respond differently to the same behavior? The answer is most likely yes, because I have seen many parents react, and then they are very chaotic, very erratic. Hey, why will you allow it? You're screaming all over. You are everywhere. You are everywhere. You don't respond. Your response is not consistent. It's not stable. It's not one. It's not. They don't know that, okay, this is what happens. This is what it is in this home. So you respond differently to the same behavior, and that is unpredictability, that is inconsistency, that is instability, and it confuses your child. So pause and pause today and acknowledge that you need to do better. You need to become consistent, because awareness is the first step to consistency. Awareness is the first step to consistency. Parents, your child does not need a perfect parent. Parents, your child does not need a perfect parent. They need a consistent and a predictable one. Your child does not need a perfect parent. They need a consistent and a predictable one, because predictability builds trust. Predictability builds trust. It builds safety. You don't want your child to be thinking, to be feeling unsafe in their own home. They feel like they're walking on eggshells in their own home. So, but when you become a predictable parent, they know, they trust you. They feel safe in your parenting. Okay? Predictability builds trust. It builds safety, it builds understanding. And most importantly, it builds discipline. That discipline that you are thinking you're slapping. Say, you hear many parents say, you see they should not flog a child. So how will you discipline the child? So because they say don't flog your child, you now start, okay, let me start doing gentle parenting, and you start raising a badly behaved child. Come and learn. You cannot do it. I've said the parenting is not something you do with common sense. Parenting is a learned skill. Parenting is not something you do with common sense. Common sense will not just give it to you. No. Parenting has to be in a curated system. Parenting is something that is learned. So I know you are ready to stop confusing your child. Now, if you are ready to stop confusing your child and start parenting with clarity and consistency, if you are ready to stop parenting your child with confusion, and then you are ready to start parenting with consistency and a lot of clarity, because that is what you get in the Steward tribe. Now we have the Steward Tribers Accelerator. It's a 3-month course that holds your hands and teaches you accountability on this system, because it's enough. Parenting, we are causing problem, and then we tell ourselves we don't have time, right? This one will not take you 1 year. Just come inside the accelerator program, and then come and learn. Come and start your journey. Come and start this journey. Okay? Join the Steward program, because inside will help you build structure in your home. We help you build structure in your parenting. So correct without confusion, raise emotionally secure children. Okay? Because when your parenting becomes clear, your child's behavior becomes that discipline you're planning to discipline child you're planning to raise. Your child's behavior becomes clearer too. So that is why you should be confused. Children don't become disciplined children. Confused children don't become disciplined. They become uncertain children. They become unpredictable children too, because that child, they may know that, okay, we should be moral children. They just know that they should be moral children, but then they don't understand. They don't understand the depth. They don't understand the depth. They don't understand the weight of your message. They don't understand the weight of that value. You are not consistent with it, and then they will go out there and become unpredictable too. They will become uncertain children. To them, they will be scared of. They don't know what they will become, who they are becoming. So, but that is not the place I want you to be at all. Parenting is something that you do with a lot of clarity. Okay? Stop slapping your children. Stop hitting them. They are not cows. You can parent your children with structure, with system, and they will turn out disciplined. So you parent your child, you slap them, you flog them, you hit them, they go away. And then they will become uncertain children. They don't know who they will become tomorrow. Then a child that is very disciplined, very this, very that. And tomorrow, okay, there was a story of one pastor. He was talking about a particular lady in the city of Abuja, that she said she married as a virgin, but today she's a whore. So that is what unpredictable parenting creates. She said she married as a virgin, but her mother would curse her if her mother hears what she's doing today, because she has become a whore. She sleeps with not less than 7 people. She's a big woman in the banking sector. She sleeps with not less than 7 people, and her husband don't even know what is happening. She's sleeping with many people at the same time. So that is why you should not play with this parenting. She married as a virgin. Maybe you want to raise disciplined children. You will beat them. You will pound them as if you are pounding yam. You will beat them. Oh, when you finish, you say, "Give me water." You will be panting. Maybe you want to raise disciplined children by flogging them. When they finish, them too, they will be scared of themselves because they have seen a lot. They've been exposed to a lot, so they don't know what they are going to become. So, but it is your duty. It is on you to become a good root, because you are going to be produce fruit, and that seed, that root that you are, is going to produce fruit beyond that seed that you have. You plant one seed, you can from one seed is where a huge tree used to come out that keeps indicates the tree keeps producing from one single seed. From one single seed. Not less than 7 men. And she married as a virgin. So that is why you should take this parenting thing seriously. Take it very seriously. Don't be unpredictable. Stop being you are just, my child, they know they cannot try it. They cannot try it. And you have raised a moral child. How far? What is the child becoming now? So that is why it is on you. It is on you. Stop being erratic. Stop being chaotic. Today you are calm. You are gentle. You are learning. It doesn't fall on you. Your education will not bring parenting on you. Your reading books will not bring the to be that parent. The books you are reading, you told yourself, how will I go and pay 100,000 for 1 year to learn parenting? God forbid, I will use that money to buy 3 books. 3 books for 5,000, that's 15,000. Use the other money to do something better. And I will sit down with just 3 books and I will learn. You will not learn transformation. You will not be transformed. Maybe that mother raised a good child, a moral child that got married as a virgin. How is the virgin's life today? How is the virgin's life today? So that is why we need to be intentional about parenting. Parenting goes far beyond shouting. It goes far beyond beating, because your confused children don't become disciplined children. They become uncertain children. What they are going to become. And I know you are not interested in raising those kind of children. So that is why you should join the Steward Tribals Accelerator program. It's a 3-month crash course. Okay, it's also similar to the 1-year program, but in this program you get to have that mindset shift, that transformation. Okay, so I hope to see you too. I hope to see each and every one of you. If you are catching a replay and then you are watching me, you are hearing me, I hope to see you in the Steward Tribals Accelerator. Okay, join that program, join us, because parenting is not something you do with common sense. You can say, oh, common sense is that when I go to a place, I'll just be copying. Parenting is not copying, no. Stop telling your children to go and copy, because the person that will go and copy may be behaving well, but it's a mad person. It's a mad person that is behaving well. So stop. Parenting is not about copying. Parenting is about creating your own family, creating your own kingdom, designing your own kingdom for what you want them to represent, for what you want them to be known for. That is what parenting should be. That is what parenting should be. Parenting is supposed to be designed. It's supposed to be an intentional system. So I thank you all for being here. Thank you for joining me. It's such a privilege to be doing this, to be speaking on this platform. I really appreciate every one of you for being here, and I hope to see you in the accelerator program, because parenting is something that you should not do with common sense. You should not do in anyhowness, in default. It's not something you do by accident and you tell yourself that pikin wey go spoil. Na lie o. No pikin was meant to be spoiled. No pikin, none. Because the Bible said the thoughts and the plans for you. It did not say some. It did not say some pikin. It said for you, for all of us. It is good plans. Okay, so every child is unique in the plan of God, is unique in the blueprint of God. So that is why you should not raise your children with any pikin wey wan spoil. Na im sabi, na lie o. It's on you. It's a duty on you to raise the pikin wey no go spoil. It is on you. So thank you for being here again. So I hope to be on your face again, same time next week. So bye.